get comfy, max for a second. Ladies hit the floor, the grease can start stepping. I'm fucking with them deltas, aka saw a nigga do the new walk, throwing up the K. Shorty's on my jock, hope my girl don't come. So much ass shaking, son.
What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands. Sands on Sports, hip hop and sports entertainment at its finest. That's right, y'all. The big kid is at it again. And before we start this episode 51, who's the great 51? Dick Buckus was number 51. So this is Dick Buckus episode right here. You feel me? But before we start this, last week we had Karen, the booking agent from Sabotage Entertainment in Germany, and we had Vanya, who runs I Still Love Her blog on Instagram. But Elder Sensei, he was on a train in New Jersey. And what happened was, if you heard that podcast, there was a man on the train yelling. He was yelling. He wound out during the podcast. And what happened was that dude jumped off the train live on Sands on Sports last week and actually ended up dying, yo. I wish Sensei was here because, again, Sensei was on the train. But for everybody who listened last week, that was what the yelling was. This man got mad he missed his stop and jumped off the train in New Jersey live on Sands on Sports, and it was crazy, yo. So that's what all that yelling was for last week. But anyway, we're going to jump into this week, and we have the legendary, the great, never too late, my man DJ Kool. DJ Kool, how you doing, brother?
I'm blessed, and I will not be jumping off any trains.
I can dig it. Well, check this out. Can you do me a favor, and give me like a 20-second bio about yourself, please?
Legendary DJ Kool, man. Born and raised right here in Southeast Washington, D.C. I've been in the industry since 1978. I started as a DJ in 78. I became an artist in 1986. My first was called The Music Ain't Loud Enough. I've had a record on the Billboard charts consecutively from 1986 all the way up to 1996, which is the Let Me Clear My Throat record that on that day. So
that's awesome. Well, check this out. I want to ask you your favorite team, starting with football.
Washington football.
Oh, okay, yeah. What we do? Are we Redskins or football team?
On the Redskins.
Okay.
But technically, they're called the Washington football team. That's my squad. I've been a Redskins fan. I'm gonna say a Redskins fan.
Yeah.
Since the 70s, since Jurgensen and Kilmer. You know what I mean?
Wow. Sonny Jurgensen. Wow. What about hoops? What's your favorite hoop squad?
The Lakers, man. I'm with the Showtime Lakers, though. I've been a fan since the Showtime Lakers.
Okay.
Magic and Kareem. You know what I mean?
Wow. So you're not a Bullets fan.
I was a Bullets fan. I'm not necessarily a Wizards fan.
Okay. Got you.
God bless the dead, but I'm upset that Abe Poland and Wes Unseld broke the Bullets squad up. That probably had an opportunity to maybe make the playoffs. I'm talking about the team that had Chris Webber, Chris Webber, both the Wallaces, Rod Strickland. You know what I mean? That squad.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, man. Before we go into the baseball, I'm going to ask you your favorite baseball team. But this is what I want to ask you. You have a city where they changed the name of the team for two teams, like the Redskins to the football team and the Bullets to the Wizards. For both controversial reasons, man. But as a fan, how does that, or somebody who's in D.C., how does that like register with you?
I mean, it's crazy for us, you know what I'm saying? Because, as far as basketball is concerned, we was cool with the Bullets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just sports. You know what I mean? But DC is a political town. Always have been, always will be. So, it is what it is. Same thing with the Skins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got a Redskins logo on my truck right now. My truck is burgundy, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people love that. Every time I drive by, people be blowing their horns. And that, giving up peace signs and all of that, because those are Redskin fans and them diehard fans.
Yeah.
It's not bothering us.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing about it is that a lot of black people are indigenous of this country anyway. You know what I mean? Like a lot of black people's history, where hey man, some of us might have it. Like I know I got Indian in my blood. You know what I mean? They can trace it back, and I'm sure you as well. You know what I mean? So it's like we're actually part of that. You know what I mean? But again, a lot of politics play into that. All right, now what I wanted to ask you was, what sports did you play coming up in DC?
Baseball, basketball, football, and I ran track. I was a four-sport athlete growing up. My favorite sport was basketball and baseball.
Okay, gotcha. What position you play in baseball?
In baseball, first base was my primary position, but I played all infield positions and I also pitched. But my primary position was first base.
Okay, I was first baseman too, brother. Got the first base glove. I was a fly trap over there, bro. I was a fly. I was a fly trap.
When I played in the, well, I guess it was 15 under league at the time.
Yeah.
We went to the Wide Championship that year. I made one error.
Oh.
That whole year. I got selected to be on the All-Star team. It rained that day. Here's a crazy story. Shout out to my guy, Albert Davis. It rained a little bit that day. So I thought that, they was going to postpone the game. Come to find out, they still played the game because I guess it didn't rain enough for them to completely postpone the game. So my man, Albert Davis, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. He took my place at first base. I was supposed to be starting first baseman that year for the All-Star game. So, yeah.
Well, hey, you know my man Orlando Mullins, right? Okay, yeah, Big O, that's my man. I'm a Kappa. So Big O, Big O been like kind of like because I'm from Pittsburgh, but I've been out here about 15 years. So Big O kind of been like mentoring me, letting me know, you know what I mean, whatever. And he still do his thing. He got the R&B night coming up, Marvin Gaye and something. So yeah, Big O, big up to him. He's still doing it big, man. Now, what I want to ask you is, because you had a lot of championships in DC, from college to Georgetown to the pros, Doug Williams. I want to ask you, what are your top five championship victories for DC? From football to baseball, they just won one in baseball. So, what are your top five championships in DC?
I would say, 3 from the Redskins. One for the Nationals.
Okay.
And then I would say, if I go to college basketball, we could probably go 2. You can go Georgetown, right? And you can go Maryland. Maryland won a championship one year.
Yeah. Okay. So we're claiming College Park teams, because I would say Georgetown championship with Big John was a big one.
I said Georgetown, and then I said Maryland.
Okay. Got you. So we got 3 Redskins, we got the Nats, and we got the Georgetown, Maryland. They gonna share that one. That's pretty dope, man. Well, hey, check it out, DJ Kool. You hear the sound? You know what that means, brother? That means we are going out of the first quarter and we're heading into the second quarter, my brother. Right? Now, I want to talk to you about DC hip hop and Black Power, because it always seems like it would be one. And you started DJing in 1978, brother. So please, just for a second, take me back to 78, man. What was it like, man? I was 6 years old, man. I'm trying to know what was DC like in 78 when hip hop was starting.
I mean, it was peaceful around here. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a very tight knit neighborhood. Like, everybody's parents knew everybody's parents. You know what I mean? You was in the neighborhood. If you did something you ain't had no business doing, and somebody else's parents seen you, doing something you didn't have no business doing, they would check you, and then they would get in contact with your parents, and then when you got home, you know what I'm saying, your parents would check you. You get that ass whooping, you know what I mean? When you got home, you was raised a lot different back then. I don't know, those were my, that was right after high school for me, 1978, you know what I mean? A lot of clubs was popping back then. I was coming up watching who was my mentor in the DJ game. A guy named Maniac McLeod. He used to play at a club. Yeah, he used to play at a club called The Room that I wound up playing at. The Room used to be on 12th New York Avenue, Northwest. I started at The Room. That ain't my first club that I played at, but I got to The Room in 1982. I actually started in the clubs in 1979 at the Paragon 2.
Wow.
So when I tell you I started at 78, started in 78, yes, I did start in 78. I was a mobile DJ for 1 year, working with a company called the Sound Service. Shout out to Ashton Greaves, call him Doc. And so the 78, you know what I'm saying? It was real cool around here. Yeah, Pete Green and all of them people like that was popping back then. You know what I mean? Shout out to, and rest in peace to Pete Green.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the movie with Don Cheadle. Woo, that was cold-blooded. Yeah. Well, check it out. We moving into the mid-'80s now, and you start hearing songs like Rock the Bells from LL, and they just took a little go-go. So hip-hop started to take a little DC go-go and put it into the beats. What did you think about that? Because you were probably one of the few who knew, hey, that's a go-go beat.
Yeah. I thought it was dope. I mean, we've always had like a little love-hate relationship with New York. I think it had a lot to do with drugs and whatnot back then. You know what I mean? The little drugs and whatnot. But shout out to a lot of the pioneers as far as New York hip-hop is concerned for working with a lot of the pioneers from here. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash. Shout out to Africa Bambaataa. Shout out to, people from that era, you know what I mean, that were working with a lot of the go-go people from here. Shout out to Big Tony and Trouble Funk. Shout out to my man Sugar Bear, EU. Shout out to Red Essence, you know what I mean? Shout out to Chuck Brown, all of them.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people don't know, like go-go, for the most part, started out around musically, you know what I mean? Started out around the same time that hip-hop did. Around the same time, so we parallel each other.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
In that respect, yeah.
Wow. I'm thinking go back to funk, you know what I mean? But okay, I didn't know it was a new culture.
It can, you know what I mean? I mean, you take it all the way back to Chuck and the Soul Searchers. That was like late 60s and whatnot.
Okay. And again, you're speaking to somebody who don't know anything about go-go. I just know when you're in DC and they dancing, you better get involved.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's for sure because that music is a part of our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people all the time that go-go is to DC what reggae is to Jamaica. I tell everybody that Chuck Brown is to DC what Marley is to Jamaica, or what DJ Kool Herc, is to New York and hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's part of our culture.
That's what's up. Well, check this out. This is what I want to ask you. Did you ever have a Georgetown Hoya starter coat? Those were popular back in the day.
Yeah. Yep. I had the navy blue joint.
Woo. Okay, see, I'm from Pittsburgh, so I had the pit starter coat, you know what I mean? I had the little blue with the yellow pit joint, you know what I mean? Do you remember when Pitt fought Georgetown? Do you remember that back in like the late 80s and Pitt and Georgetown got into a fist fight?
Actually, I'm not gonna set up here and lie and say I remember that particular moment.
Okay, yeah. Well, we gonna skip over that, man. How did you come up with the name DJ Kool? How did that? Cause that's the coolest name in hip hop right there.
I don't know about that, but that was from sports. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I was a very flashy guard. I played the 1 and the 2. But if I'm coming up the court, and because I was looking up to people like Pete Maravich and people like that, Tiny Paul and all of them, I can't just come up the court regular. I got to come up the court, coming between my legs, going behind my back, doing spins, this and that. So that's I was playing CYO League basketball, and then that's CYO stands for Catholic Youth Organization.
Okay.
I don't know if these guys living or dead right now, but there was some cats on our team. One was named Jody, and the other cat was named Buzz. And they used to watch me, and we was all playing. They was like more for the senior members on our squad. So anyway, I'm coming up the court with the ball. Look at this cool. I'm like, hey, this cool ass thing, right? So I was like, oh, for real? So when I became a DJ, I was like, damn, I gotta come with some kind of handle. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people like Grandmaster Flash and this and that got all these fly names. So I said, I'm gonna call myself DJ Kool and spell it with a K instead of and there you go. So it came from that.
That was smart because there's been a million DJ Kools with a C, you know what I mean? And that K, that K definitely keeps it funky. All right, now, so I want to ask you your first equipment that you own. What was the first piece of equipment that you owned?
It was 2 BSR turntables and a Gemini mixer.
Ooh, no doubt, no doubt. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? That is right there how it all started. And what you hear right here is the sound, which means the second quarter is going down, and we're going into halftime. And this is going to be a real quick ass halftime right here, because the only thing I want to talk about is the NHL, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are the #1 team in the East. Not the Washington Capitals. The Pittsburgh Penguins are the #1 team in the East. So hopefully we meet y'all. You know what I mean? I got some brothers, a lot of brothers in DC that, you know, kind of dig hockey a little bit. So we got a little back and forth when that jumps off, man. So, yo, Pittsburgh Penguins, they're in first place in the East. And that's all that matters for halftime. Now we're going into the third quarter. And my brother, what I want to talk to you about in the third quarter is, I saw you on the Red Man Method, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, baby. That was bad. And one thing that was brought to me, my attention, was that, brother, you don't have a single gray hair in your dreads, man. But they said you was 63, man. You know what I mean? So my question, which is probably a lot of artists' questions, especially with the death of a lot of artists that just happened in the early 50s, is how are you surviving the game? Because anybody over 50, over 60, over 70, they get this. Because guess what? You survived. You survived this. So please tell us how you survived in this game. So
on the spiritual side of things, I make sure that I keep God first. I keep the Creator first, period. You know what I mean? As the first person or the first entity or what have you that I make my prayer to and that I say thank you to every morning before I do anything, period. Before I put any food in my body on anything, I give thanks for another day. You know what I mean? Because that next day is not promised to you, as you know. I mean, that's just facts right there. Number one. Number two, I don't eat red meat or pork. I'm not really doing any dairy products like that. Like, I don't drink regular milk. I drink like almond milk. You know, I try to drink alkaline water, stuff like that. I don't do sodas or none of that. I'm probably very close to being pescatarian. I do like a good piece of fried chicken from time to time. I'm trying to get up off of that. I'm actually trying to, ease up off of that. So I take a handful of natural vitamins and supplements every day. I drink natural herbal teas every day, and so that's where I'm at. Okay. I was in the gym like 4 or 5 days a week because I still shoot and everything. I'm not playing like that, even though I'm trying to get playing some 3-on-3 leagues. But I like to get in and get up shots. I get in. I don't know if I can get up like maybe 1,000 shots. You know what I mean? I'm good. Yeah. Free throws, threes, stuff like that. But our gym been closed for a year now.
Yeah.
So, and don't get me wrong, for real, I still should be going in there anyway. Even though the gym is closed, I still should be getting in there on the weight or maybe on the life cycles or something. I still should be getting in there anyway. So I think I just go ahead on back up in there anyway. Shout out to LA Fitness.
Hey, I'm LA Fitness too. I'm always meals.
That's membership. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I did add 40 minutes on the treadmill today, and a little like punk ass weights. You know what I mean? And I shook it off. I'm good now.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is.
That's right.
We all got that thing. But I still need to just go ahead and get in there and whatever I have to do to keep it moving until the gym. Until the basketball court is going back up. Like, my normal regimen was get over there about 12. I eat a salad or something. I'll do my stretches, and then I would get on the bike. Maybe ride for 5-6 miles on the life cycle. Then I go on the court, mic and drills, and then I'll start and shoot, get all the way back to the line. And just see how many free throws I can hit. I remember one time we was in Madison Square Garden. This was probably about 3 years ago, and I had to do a thing for the Liberty. All right, so we was in there doing a sound check and everything. So after sound check, I was like, look where the ball's at. Just put it in the rack over there. Got over there. Cause I wanted to get some shots up while I could. You know what I mean? So I got a chance to shoot, I shot 200 free throws. After I warmed up, I shot 200 free throws. I hit 197 out of 200 shots. So I shoot like that.
Damn.
I want to be a shooting coach and
Yeah.
everything. Shout out to my guy Lethal Shooter that y'all probably see online or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah.
From here, I really want to get with him. So anybody know him like that, tell him I want to get with him and everything because I like the fundamentals of the art of shooting.
Yeah.
You know, all the fundamentals because that's where everything starts at. You know what I mean? We shoot.
Have you ever ran a camp in DC?
No. I would like to be a part of a situation like that.
Okay, yeah. Because it seems like DJ Kool should have his own basketball camp from just this
I
conversation
would love
alone.
to do that. I would love to do that. Once upon a time, I mean, I had NBA dreams at one time, but I didn't make the right moves as far as college is concerned.
Yeah.
I think looking back on it now, if I would have stuck with that, like there was only 3 schools that I wanted to play for, which was because there was 3 coaches there that I particularly wanted to play for. John Thompson at Georgetown, Lefty Purcell at Maryland, and Dean Smith at North Carolina.
Okay.
They're the only 3 schools I wanted to go to play ball at, but I didn't keep my grades up to do that. Matter of fact, I came out of school at the 11th grade because I just got bored. I got bored. Yeah, I felt like they weren't teaching me anything that I didn't already know. So I left school in the 11th grade.
Okay.
And look back.
Well, let me ask you this, because I watched a movie on Showtime or one of the stars or something about maybe a couple months ago about the Hoopers in PG County. They had all the ballers. And what about the DC ballers? Because I know DC, they got some boxers. They're going to hit you with the hands or they're going to hit you with jump shot.
There's a lot of cats, man, that come out of DC. I mean, you can go way back. You go Dave Bing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cats who come out of DC. You can go Sherman Douglas come from DC. Matter of fact, I coached him in T-ball, and he's 13 years old.
Sherman Douglas. Seriously?
Yeah, Douglas, yeah. It was, not an all-star guard, but a steady guard. He had a steady career in the league. I mean, a lot of cats, man. Hawkeye Whitney. Yeah, my God, what's my boy? Craig Shelton, Big Scott Shelton. Yeah, we talking now. We going way back. Like
before I knew something about it.
Yeah, the 70s, 80s right here that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? James Ratcliffe, Rodney Wright. Dudes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about the new generation of dudes that probably came out after 2000, the Young Bucks.
Out of DC, I really don't know. I mean, if somebody was here to really throw some names out there, they would probably be familiar to me. But I mean, what Durant was talking about, the cat that was coming out of PT.
Yeah. So
that's
not DC though, right? Let's not get that confused.
Maryland. That's Maryland. That's a county in the state of Maryland. I live in PG County right now. I wasn't raised here, but I've been here for the past years. Just like I said, I was raised in DC in Southeast.
Yes.
But Durant and them, for real, Kevin Durant grew up right down the street from where I live at right now. He grew up in Capitol Heights.
Okay.
That's PG County.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I thought that was an amazing documentary. Shout out to my man, a buddy of mine named Bull Wonder. He did the soundtrack as far as the music for that particular documentary is concerned. And shout out to Kirk Frazier.
Okay.
Putting that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Kirk Frazier is the guy that also produced the Rayful Edmonds documentary.
Oh, okay. I saw that as well. See, I went to University of Cincinnati, and there was a guy from out here, DeMar Johnson. You remember him?
I worked out with him a few times over at LA Fitness. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I call him Big Slim. He know what's up.
Okay. No doubt.
Shout out to DJ. He's playing. I don't know if he's still playing Big Three, but last time I seen him, he was playing a little Big Three.
Got you.
With Ice Cube and him. Yeah. He was Durant before Durant.
Yeah. Till he got in that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a car accident, but he was definitely Kevin Durant before Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You know, guard, a person that size, 6'10", 6'11", playing guard, like with handles and that could actually shoot the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, he came into Cincinnati with a lot of hype, you know what I mean? And he showed out. He showed out. Like I said, he showed out. He definitely did. And Lynn Bias, do you remember the Lynn Bias era?
God, yes indeed. Massive sauce. But see, there's the thing. A lot of people were trying to compare Bias and Jordan, right? But we're talking two different positions.
Yeah.
Jordan's a 2 guard. Bias is probably like swinging between the 3 and the 4.
Yeah.
They would have never really checked one another like that.
Yeah. He's more like Dominique. He was like a Dominique type.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. As a guy who wasn't there, how much, they're the same positions, how much better was Bias than Dominique?
Bias, in my opinion, was a more power player.
Yeah.
Even though Dominique had the real hard dunks and whatnot. But Bias can get you down on that box.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna be a bad day for you when you get down there on that box, man, in that paint. He had all the post moves, everything.
Yeah.
Plus he can jump and he can shoot.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But respect to Dominique, though. I know him personally.
Okay.
Amazing player, Hall of Famer.
Yes,
like once again, he was a problem. Like for real, Dominique Wiggins was a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to ask you. To keep moving, we're gonna flip the music real quick. I want to ask you, how did "Let Me Clear My Throat" change your life?
It took me from being national to international. You know what I mean? It took me from just being on the hip hop charts to being on the pop charts.
Yeah.
It definitely added a few zeros to my bank account on the financial side of things.
Yeah.
It's just been a blessing, man. I mean, this year is the 25-year anniversary for Let Me Clear My Throat.
And it still gets played like it's kind of like The Choice Is Yours from Black Sheep. And these are songs that are going to play forever and ever. Like they came out yesterday. They're going to be, if I go to a party, like I'm in Baltimore, if I go to a party tonight in Baltimore, I'm going to hear "Let Me Clear My Throat." I don't give a fuck what they playing. They're going to go to the trap set, to the whatever set, but in between the mixes, you're going to hear "Let Me Clear." That's coming during the party.
So it's been a blessing, man. Shout out to all the DJs that have been supporting my career from the beginning all the way to now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have a brand new single. This one is in the line dance genre. Line dance, so to speak. It's called Cha Cha Cha.
Okay.
And we will be officially releasing that one next month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got, like, if you go to my Instagram page, like, you see a TikTok video of it, and it's getting numbers like crazy. I just put it up yesterday. We got over 1,000 views, like, just like that already. I don't even have, it's crazy because I got the TikTok video on Instagram, and I don't have the TikTok video on TikTok yet. So I need to get it over there. Yeah. But we were supposed to release that record last February, but then COVID hit and shut everything down. So we was like, we need to pull this back and let it sit in the corner pocket for a minute. So a lot of DJs have it. I just told them to just, do like a hold up, wait a minute for just a moment until we can get ourselves in position to really release the record so I can get out and promote it. Because as you know, back during the COVID thing when all that kicked off, everything shut down. Yeah. So I wasn't able to get out here and run behind the record, so to speak. But now that things are opening up, as a matter of fact, I heard that Maryland is supposed to start opening up this Saturday.
That's right. Yep.
This is amazing. I heard that DC is going 100% starting June the 11th of next month.
Okay.
So, things are starting to open back up. My phone is ringing again for these gigs and whatnot. So we're going to shoot the video. We're looking at shooting the video the end of next month. We're going to be shooting it here in DC, so I want you to stay tuned for that one. And I would like to, in a perfect world, if I can get this thing, wrapped up in the can and so on and so forth, I'd like to be able to release the video on July 4th or the weekend of July 4th.
Okay, so you already got a video done.
No. We will be shooting it at the end of next month.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
So actually, we're drawing up we're putting together the treatment right now.
Yeah.
And we technically, if everything goes as planned, we will be shooting at the end of next month with a weekend of July 4th release.
Okay, are you gonna have a hashtag challenge to go with this song? 'Cause that's the thing. You put out a song, then you challenge.
Definitely, yes.
Awesome. Okay, a lot of people, I see this on Twitter a lot, man. They say pray for Biz Markie. I know you got a history with Biz Markie. So just for fans like us, major Biz Markie fans, how is the Biz? Is Biz okay? I mean, how's he doing, man?
He's fighting.
Okay, got you. Hey, that's all we need to know. We don't want to be in his business, you know what I mean? But we love.
We're not gonna put him in the ground yet. You know what I mean? He is fighting.
We love Biz Markie. I mean, we love Biz Markie. Like,
he's one of those people. Like, you know what I mean? He has that type of personality to where like everybody loves him. It's like he put me in the mind of people like Heavy D and people like, you know what I mean? To whereas everybody loves them. You never heard, Heavy D saying nothing bad about nobody. You never heard nobody saying nothing bad about Heavy D. Well, Biz Markie is the same way. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless he was joning on you or something like that, then yeah. But other than that, you know what I mean? Biz would cut you up. But other than that, man, nobody's ever had anything bad to say about Biz because that's not what his spirit gives off. You know what I mean? Biz's whole spirit is all about love. Period. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate enough. I got to be on a 12-inch single with Biz Markie, pressed up in Germany by this company called Groove Attack, and that was like one of the highlights to my career is being on the same piece of wax as Bismarck. But and speaking of myself, I actually have a song with you. We recorded a long time ago at Kev Brown's crib. You met my daughter at that spot. We were at Kev State by RFK. You came over to Kev Brown's crib. You laid the hook down, and then it was about the Kappas, the Qs, and the AKAs, and all that stuff. Boom. Okay. Well, again, so we put. I'm gonna tell you. See, you were the feature artist. I was the dude who was running the label. I was the dude who was the artist actually. So when I got the DJ Kool feature hook for my song over the More Bounce to the Ounce beat, I said, Lord have mercy. I'm about to sell 1 million of these. You know what I mean?
I need to hear that because I'm not gonna put up here live. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm. And what happened was, what's that?
What was the name of the song?
Oh, it's called The Bounce. It was called The Bounce. Lone Catalyst, The Bounce. I'll text you the link.
Oh, Catalyst. Now that name sounds familiar.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember the song at all.
So when I got the song done, I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo, this shit about to blow up. Boom, boom, boom. So RIP, I call my man Von Mason up here in Baltimore from Von Mason and the crew, right? Boom. I'm telling Von, I got a hit, man. I got a hit, bro. But I got this sample, man. What should I do? I'm asking Von about the sample, right? He's like this. Why are you worried about the sample? Make the song a hit first. Then worry about the sample. So, and since you haven't heard the song since you laid down the vocals, you obviously see I didn't make it no hit. You feel what I'm saying? But
a lot of people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people don't understand. It takes a lot to make a record a hit. I mean, yes, it does start with a dope song, yes, but it's the machine that you're running the song through, and with that machine has to have the proper ways and means to, promote and market that particular song and the artist attached to the song. So there's a lot that goes into making a record a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed for real to get it out there to the masses the way that it really needs to be got out there. And so it's a lot, man. Man, can you think about how many hit records out there that could have been hit records that did not wind up? I'm gonna give you an example. I had a record that I did with a group called Philly's Most Wanted.
Okay, Gilly.
Okay? Yes. And the song was called Shake. Banging record. The reason why the record and what make it so bad, Sylvia Rome from who was she heading up? Was it Capitol Records or something like that at that time?
I'm not
Anyway, Sylvia Rome though, they was about to bust the record. The record was supposed to be on the soundtrack for the song You Got, not for the song, for the movie You Got Served, and they was gonna use the song in the main party scene.
Mm-hmm.
The reason, and personally, in my opinion, that's the greatest, the dopest hook I ever wrote on the record. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about taking that same hook and putting it on something else. But anyway, the record never really got a chance to see the light of day because whoever produced the record, he's some cat out of Philly who I still don't know who produced that record. From what I was told, he never cleared the daggone sample. I think it was an Otis Redding or a Sam Cooke sample or something like that. He never cleared the sample. And so the label didn't want to clear the sample, and the record fell through the floor. A lot of DJs, the song called Shake, a lot of DJs got that record. That was probably like early 2000s. Dope record.
That's weird that the label will put the clearance sample responsibility on the producer, then the label taking the responsibility to clear it themselves.
I don't know what happened with that.
Say, hey, we moved on.
Yeah, you know, and I even tried, we were trying to even get a hold of the record and make it a DJ Kool record. Yeah. But once again, we could never find out who the hell produced the damn record, so we could tell him, look, I'm gonna give you $10.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this and we'll get the damn sample cleared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But I'm thinking about taking that same hook because I actually wrote the hook. So
that's yours. That's yours.
I'm putting it on something else. So that's just something that's just a thought.
Well, I'm about to get out the third quarter, but one thing that I've been seeing, I think I saw Cameron say it, is that a lot of artists from the 90s who had a lot of sample clearance issues, you have like you can't find De La Soul online, you can't find Organized Confusion. So a lot of groups aren't online because of sample stuff and label stuff, and they're saying that that they can play it over. So say you had a hit in the 90s and say they Reminisce Over You by Pete Rock. They Reminisce Over You. And say he went in the studio again and had a live band play all that over, maybe change a few notes or whatever, and then that would be his to own, and he wouldn't have to worry about I don't know, but that's been a discussion going on, is that, you know, the what do they call that? When it's been so much time that the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of artists talking about going in there and getting live bands or redoing the beat over. So you might hear a Jay-Z song, not Jay-Z, but as an example, you might hear an old song over a new beat with the same lyrics because the dude owned the lyrics, but he didn't own the sample. You know, so I've heard dudes are doing that. That's a lot of free time for your ass if you was doing that. But hey, if it's lucrative, then maybe so. But yo, you hear the sound. This is so dope because it's the third quarter and we are headed to the fourth quarter, about to take it home, man. And what I like to do on the show is I like that, you know, every once in a while, I got this thing called Stiff of the Week. Now in Pittsburgh, if we call you stiff, that's not a term of endearment. You did something wrong. You owe me $20. You ain't paid me in about 3 months, nigga. You stiff motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So that's stiff. And we're gonna have Stiff of the Week this week. And I'm gonna give it to gas. Not the weed I'm about to smoke. I'm talking about gas prices, gas out there. I'm talking about people going to the gas station, putting tons of gas in containers and buckets and all that. And it's just the craziness of this society. Like I had toilet paper last year. When they say something's gonna go away, the initial instinct of Americans is, I'm gonna get it all. I'm gonna get it all. Can't nobody have no more that you gotta buy for me, nigga. You know what I mean? And I think that's whack, man, because it's just showing like all the stuff we promote as a civilization. Like, we're supposed to be so civilized in America, but this is a cold-blooded capitalistic society. From everybody, from the president to the biggest CEO to the dude in DC. When you check it out, I used to go to Dream Club in DC, right? And the dudes will come to you, hey brother, yeah man, you want to park the car here, man? You know, I'll watch it for you for $5. Wait, but hold on. Don't park it over.
You know what I mean? They're trying to get the hustle on. You know.
Oh man, yeah, DC's a hustling city, bro. But yeah, man, have you experienced any gas situations since all this pipeline stuff has happened the last couple of days, man?
No, I mean, I went out today, and there's a gas station. There's a couple of gas stations like right in my, area, vicinity or what have you. One didn't have any gas at all, so all those pumps were closed down. So that's why the gas station was empty. I was like, oh, I guess I'll go over here and get some. Oh, now I see why it's empty now. All the pumps not working. So anyway, I went to this other joint. They had a line like crazy. So I'm like, you know what? I got a half a tank of gas.
Yeah.
I'm good. I ain't really going nowhere like that nowhere, this week anyway, for real. So I'm all right, man. I'm going to let that thing go on and blow over. But there's so many crazy people in this world, you know what I mean, that's doing this and doing that. And that's why we have situations like what's going on right now. They say some people had that particular pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kind of foolishness, man. Like, it's crazy. I mean, we out here wearing masks and, people taking vaccinations and all kind of wild stuff. Like, I'm not, you're not putting no needle in me because I don't know nothing about what you're trying to put in me. I can't pronounce none of the names or none of the chemicals that you're trying to put in my body. I'm not with that. I'm going to stick with my natural health regimen. I've been good so far, and I'm going to stay on this path. There's a lot of crazy things going on in this world, man, but you got to keep God first. You got to trust the Creator that He's going to take care of you, but you also have to be mindful and you have to stay vigilant. Like, you know what I mean? You got to keep your head on swivel at all times, at the same time. Because there's a lot of foolishness going on out here. There's a lot of selfish, greedy people that's out here. You always gonna deal with that. And all of them ain't white.
No? Bro, I live in Baltimore. You know?
Yeah. Hey, look. So, all of them is white. There's a lot of our folks that's messed up. And that right there goes long way back. You know what I'm saying? And we can help some of them people, but a lot of them we cannot help because that's who they are, and that's it. So, I would say once again, going back to what I said earlier, on the spiritual side of things, make sure you keep God first. Yes. Make sure that you know that He's going to take care of you no matter what is going on out here. You know what I mean? All you need is the faith of a mustard seed.
Yes. Yeah.
All you need. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you still have to trust your spider senses and everything going on around you. You know what I mean? And don't be no Bama out here.
Woo.
You know what I mean? Don't be no Bama out here because there's a lot of Bamas all around you. You gotta pay attention to them Bamas. That's the DC word right there.
Yeah. Check it out. My dad from Alabama, right? So he told my dad was in the military. Him and my mom met in DC, so they lived in DC before I was born. All that. So again, he was an Alabama dude with his brothers. They's all living in DC. They keep on hearing Bama. You know what I mean? They like roll tide.
Nah, that's what it means to DC. That is definitely a negative term for the most part. You can use that word in a lot of ways, but for the first and foremost, it is a negative term. Yeah. So you got to do that, man. If you do that and be smart about things, then you'll be all right. You know what I mean? You'll be all right, man. Ain't nothing but the demon, coming with his foolishness once again. You know what I mean? Like you say earlier, people was freaking out over toilet paper, bro. Toilet paper?
Yeah.
Like, for real? Toilet paper?
Yeah.
Now it's gas.
Now it's gas. It's going to be something else next week. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel sorry. I'm going to tell you who I feel sorry for. I guess it's two folks. In one way, I feel sorry for them, and in the other way, on the other side, I applaud them. I feel sorry for a lot of these kids out here because of what they're going through now. I'm talking about the little ones.
Yeah.
They don't like having to wear masks and all that kind of stuff. This is the way that they're growing up.
Yeah. We
didn't know nothing about that. Like, this is crazy for like really on some whole other stuff for us. But I applaud, I say, a lot of these millennials and everything because they're getting through it. You know what I mean? They getting through it. So, you know, and that takes a particular amount of strength to be able to get through these situations like this, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, like you said, when we grew up, man, we could drink water out your neighbor's hose and not have to worry about nothing.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Could get a little quick drink.
Like, pushing all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the world has definitely changed, and it's sad to say, but it is a fact. We are definitely not going back to the way we were.
Yeah.
Tell people that the world ended in 2020.
Yeah. And this thing exposed that a lot of people are not, including myself. I didn't wash my hands all the damn time. I'm fixing cars and shit, you know what I mean? So it actually just showed us as a society, we was pretty damn nasty anyway. Because once you start washing hands, the flu and stuff started disappearing. So it's like, damn, man, well, yeah, we was probably pretty nasty society before all this. So, yeah.
This has been a gift and a curse, this whole situation. For a lot of us, especially us black folks, like, we ain't tripping though because we know how to shift gears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are the kings and queens of making it happen. And so that's another reason why at least people of color that I'm speaking on right now, we really need not worry about what's going on out here because we will, as we always have, we will figure it out. You know what I mean? We built this way because of the fact that when our ancestors were brought over here during the Atlantic slave trade, they put us in a situation where we had to figure it out.
Had to figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? So we are the children, just like Parliament said, just like George Clinton said, we the children of production. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yes.
We're going to figure it out because our ancestors had to go through all of this. They figured it out. They passed all this down to us. We going to make it happen. Like case in point, people is faking these daggone COVID cards and all this stuff. They them like, you knew that was coming.
Yeah, they've been hitting us about that. It's big time in Baltimore. If you can get a card to somebody, they're gonna give you some nice money for it. That's going on in Baltimore, the fake cards and all that stuff.
These healthcare workers is like, you know what? I got these joints right here. Ain't nobody gonna miss about 10 or 15 of them. I'm gonna get my hustle on.
Yeah, might make $1,500.
Exactly. I know some cats, mention no name, but I know some cats is getting them all for $1.50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yep, somebody already hit me up, see, because I did get the shot, and I actually get my other shot tomorrow morning, and somebody's trying to get my card. No, I just need a picture of it. Just give me a picture. I don't need the card. Just send me a picture of it. I'm like, y'all niggas crazy. Hey, look, this is a thought I had today. I said, okay, we'll keep the murderers, we'll keep all the criminals, but if we could just get rid of the scammers in society. We'll keep the murderers, the drug dealers, the pimps, the pushers, just get rid of the scammers.
They constantly making it happen. Can't be mad at them though, because once again, this is the position that society has put us in, because we have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Now, do anybody really want that stress life for real? Nah, man.
Nah.
That's a lot of stress.
No, but
a lot of stress right there.
Yep.
So like, damn, man, I gotta figure this out. Okay,
gotta figure it out, because 1% of the people got all the money. 1% of the people got all the money. So it's just fucking stressful for us out here. Yo, you hear that? That means you made it all the way through the fourth quarter, DJ Kool, man. Hey, man, check it out, man. You was dribbling, you was doing the cool move, coming up the court, you hit a few threes, you got some free throws in, you was bodying niggas in the paint. Great game, DJ Kool. Thank you very much, man. Now, I do a little outro, and I just want to say right now, man, that I want to give a shout out to all the kids. Again, you're in DC, I'm in Baltimore, and there's more guns on the street right now than probably ever in American history right now. There's more guns on the streets, not just inner city, but the suburbs too. Like I said, I got the towing company. I go to Carroll County, Westminster, up by PA, so I go in the sticks too, and they got more guns out there than they got in the city. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of guns in America right now, and I just want to say, all the kids out there, man, be safe, walk away, do something different, because again, I live in Baltimore, man. Every day 9 to 10 people are getting shot. Now, you might only hear about the 2-3 murders per day or murder per day, but at least 9 to 10 people are getting popped around here. They're just surviving. And actually, some of them may even die 5 years later. You know, you hear about that. Somebody getting shot now, and they die from the gunshot thing 8 years from now. So it's just like, this is going to be a hot summer in America, man. And everybody, again, has to have their head on a swivel. So that's my word for that. So, Mr. DJ Kool, man, can you please let the people know what you got coming up again? Let them know how to get in contact with you when they want to book you for that hope, that show, that feature, that everything, my brother. Please, it's your floor.
All right, first and foremost, you can hit me on Instagram and Facebook at Legendary DJ Kool DC. That's on Instagram and Facebook. All right, first and foremost. Now, every Monday, I do a broadcast, and it's more like, I don't know, I guess I'm DJing online, so to speak, but I do a broadcast on a platform called GoGo Radio Live, which we're now about to be called GoGo TV. Actually, by next month, we'll be GoGo TV. But my broadcast comes on every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. I call it DJ Kool's Monday Night Live Broadcast. I play nothing but 80s and 90s go-go. Nothing but 80s and 90s. I don't play a lot of the commercial stuff. You hear a lot of old PA tape stuff way back in the day. Whereas, you know, I'm saying stuff like, let's say I might play something from EU 1984 out in Anacostia Park or something. Or I might play something that people ain't heard in so long to be like, God damn, I ain't heard that in a minute. I was there that night when they played something. So that's my whole program, and it's basically me rocking the way that they used to see me back in the club. I wouldn't say it's gimmick. Maybe it is gimmick. I don't know. But I do a thing called how can I say this? Every month, right? I say that I'm broadcasting live from a different club. Okay. And all of these are clubs that I used to play at. So I've done the Paragon 2, I did the Classics, I did the East Side, I did Triples, I did the Legends, I did Rhythms, done a bunch of other clubs. Now I'm on some clubs that I've done in Charlotte, North Carolina. So last month we did Tempos. Yeah. Last month. This month we're at a club called Vibrations. Now I'm not actually at those clubs. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it from home, but that's just a little gimmick. And my audience loves that, because a lot of those people have, you know, followed me from all of these clubs and whatnot. Yeah, I remember I used to play at, you know, at the IBEX on Thursdays. We used to rock with you at the Classics on Mondays. We used to rock with you at the Paragon 2, this and that. So that's what Monday Night Live is all about, bringing people back to when I was in the club and playing all of this music and everything. But it's all go-go, though.
Yeah, all go-go.
90s. Yeah.
Seem like this once it opens back up again. I had a booking agent on the last show, and she was saying that, hey, the end of this year, and a lot of major artists is looking at the beginning of the next year as starting to tour. So it's like it's like, man, this is something that the world want to see around the world. They need go-go parties in San Francisco, DJ Bayou, in Houston, DJ Bayou. So that's real dope.
I'm working on that. A lot of people in my chat room is like, man, we'd be glad, you know, when this mess is over, so we can come and see you. So I am. As a matter of fact, I have a Baltimore contingency that checks me out on Mondays and whatnot. A lot of people don't understand. There are some people in Baltimore that do like go-go. Yeah. Ain't like it is with Baltimore Club, because Baltimore Club rules Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got some go-go heads in Baltimore, believe it or not. And so, yes, I want to do a thing called my DJ Kool's Nothing But Go-Go Party and whatnot, because I'm playing all go-go. Also, I got a few dates that I'm about to do with Trouble Funk and EU. Yeah, I'm doing one June the 12th. Will be in Forest, Virginia, which is like 10 minutes outside of Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay.
Uh, Myself, Big Tony and Trouble Funk, Sugar Bear and EU. Shout out to both of them cats. Those are my family members right there. You know what I mean? And shout out to the Sweat Band. And so we'll be doing that at Orchard Park on June the 12th. And July the 18th, we will be at Wolf Trap with the same package. Myself, Trouble Funk, and EU on Sunday, July 18th at Wolf Trap.
Man, that's hey. Look, I was at Ballou High School. My peoples used to run Ballou High School. You know, it was teachers and principals and all that. So I went up there one time, and EU was performing, and I got to meet you. Yeah, yep. I was at Ballou one time, kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
All that. So, yeah.
Check it out. This is what I wanted to ask you, because they just put out a club documentary in Baltimore. About club music. Some young lady just put it out, but it's on Netflix. So they did the damn thing. It's on Netflix. And it's all about Baltimore club music. What is the go-go documentary that you would recommend for somebody to watch, or are you about to make the go-go documentary that everybody needs to watch?
You've been trying to get me. They want to do a Kool documentary, so that's another story for another time.
Gotta do it.
I would say The Beat Don't Stop.
Okay.
And, that came on a few months ago. I thought that was a pretty good documentary for people that don't know nothing about go-go. I think that was a good introductory to the music and to the culture that music comes out of. It's called The Beat Don't Stop, and it was on TV One. I'm quite sure it's on. I don't know if it's on Netflix or something like that now.
Okay.
But yeah, look that up. The Beat Don't Stop.
I'm definitely gonna look that up. Well, cool. Thank you very much, brother. You enjoy your night. Hey, like I said, I'm in Owens Mills, brother, so I'm not about 30 minutes from you, man. So whenever something, please feel free to hit me, man. I'm gonna pull up on you.
Well, like I said, July the 18th, we're gonna be at Wolf Trap.
There you go.
You know, write that down. Matter of fact, I guess we off the air right now.
We're still recording. I can edit it and put it to another place. Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Okay, so real quick, anybody that needs my booking information, right? You want to get in contact with Walt Reeder Jr., Big Block Entertainment, 215-517-7881. That's 215-517-7881. Ask for Walt Jr. at Big Block Entertainment. All right.
Out of Philly, y'all. That's 215 for Philly, y'all. hey, well, cool, man. Again, thank you very much. I'm gonna send these texts to you right now so you can have them. But brother, again, I'm so close, man. If you need somebody to carry your crate, they ain't carrying crates no more. But if you need somebody to carry your digital crates, I'm the dude. That's how I got on rapping, man. Carrying crates back in the 80s, man. They let me get on the mic for doing that. So yeah. So whatever you need, brother, I'm a humble servant, man. And yeah, it'd be my honor, bro. So anytime, feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, you enjoy your evening, man. And like I said, I'll be keeping you informed on the delivery of this podcast as it gets ready to come out.
Yes, indeed. All right, man. Yeah. God bless.
Peace. But yo, man, we gonna get out of here. I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. You know what I mean? Like I said, my main goal was to learn more about you, and I feel like I learned tremendously about you, brother. So yo, we're gonna get out of here. And my name is Jay Sands. That's the legendary DJ Kool DC, nigga. And this is Sands on Sports, and we're out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace. God bless.